Alright. Alright, we recording. Wait, I think I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Alright, there we go. This game is not suitable for children or... I didn't get the chance to fully read that. What the hell? Alright. Welcome people to Ddlc, part 3. If you remember last time, we only made to the part where everyone showed their poems and stuff. And... oh my goodness, I'm not good at these introductions, am I? Anyway, let's start the game. Now, I don't want you to keep you all bored. Who should I show my poem to next? No? Let's go with Sayori. Oh my goodness! This is so good, John Zenning. Eh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I also have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be more... I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? I have to shut my door. I don't want my parents listen to me yap. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a John Zenning poem. And that makes it extra special. Aw, thank you, Sayori. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs Tashi against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, John Zenning. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again...
Daddy, I'm wearing your shirt.
God damn it.
You actually got it! Ain't no way. Did you?
What?
Is that the actual one?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that thing's scary.
Well, yeah. I'll send your being recorded.
What?
Yeah.
Dang it! No! Wait, are you making a video of this?
Yeah.
No! Are you going to post this?
Yeah, I didn't expect you to come in.
Hey, no way, I just walked in.
Jeez. Well, hope I can just edit that out. Alright, sorry people. My friend just came in to my room. I didn't notice he was gonna come or anything. He came up completely uninvited. I wouldn't say uninvited. I'm fine with him. But let's continue. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you missed me. Kisses my forehead to help me out of bed and make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I like that. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. She did. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Definitely she burned it. She definitely burned it. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I mean, she's not wrong. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I'm gonna do Monica last, because I know, how things are gonna play out. I'm gonna piss her off. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. These dogs want to get in, bro. They dead ass just going straight for the door and just crashing into it. I don't know if you guys heard that. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And I haven't been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Oh, okay. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new readers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style that separates from the topic matter. They form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. That's true. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. I feel like Noski and Sayori really didn't. Noski can be a little bit biased though. Yeah. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my... Sorry. Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my... What does that say? My hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to replace by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. Dude. My brain just, Oh, I forgot I click outside that one. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I feel like partially me. I mean, nah, he definitely did not have hand. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Are you sure, buddy? But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Oh, shit. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Yeah. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. I think I choked when I tried digesting that poem. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, John Zenon. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I did too. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in their last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And we have Monica last. Hi, John Zenning. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. But, by the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things up, okay? Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more sold in. I think I can relate to this dude a lot. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, John Zenning. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. I like it, John Zenning. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Oh, I keep on forgetting that, it's... Never mind. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Who's that? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning, though. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find this kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Does she know? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. What's an epiphany? I'm gonna look this up to everyone who don't know what this word means. I'm just gonna look it up for you guys. Epiphany. God, I'm bad at typing. Well, it just gave me some Christian meaning. Yeah, screw that. Didn't give me anything. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Reminds me of something from a Vagabond. I forgot what the monk dude's name is, but if you focus on one leaf, a single leaf, you won't notice the entire tree. If he's focused on one tree, you won't notice an entire forest. Something that I've just got reminded of. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. I think she's talking about the handwriting. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? She completely missed the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? I mean, you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. When I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And John Zenning did, too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate it, Alfred, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And John Zenning liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? Notice how the soundtrack just stopped. I didn't realize that you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that John Zenning appreciates my advice more than you appreciate yours. Aw, how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one to... I can't say that. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. John Zenning. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Why can't we all just take responsibility for this shit? If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, John Zenning. I kinda don't wanna, chat. I'll figure this out on your own. But wait! There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, John Zenning? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Bruh! It's not like I know anything about writing. Exactly. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Alright. Yuri, you're really talented. Eh? Well, Natsuki has a point. I think that. I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki. I think that's enough. Exactly. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. Pretty much. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ah. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, John Zenning. Sheesh! Natsuki takes a breath. Think about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Ori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about... The thing about your thingamajigs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. I'm not reading that shit out loud. I'm not. My parents are right over across my room. Well, they're down the hallway. I cannot say that. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Please do that. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, John Zenning. To be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazying around we a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you could take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. You know, in a couple minutes, I have to read this for my English class. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Eh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Hehehe. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. John Zenning, how about you? Yeah, I'd say about the same. It was a neat thing to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. If any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. John Zennin, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehehe. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I see why they make good friends with you. Phew. No, John Zenning. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, and we're stopping there. Thank you for watching my playthrough. I'm happy y'all decided to join me on my little thing. Well, I'll see you guys later. Hope you all are having a really awesome day. And I'll see you later. See you in the next part.